because I have the Big Texan Brewery shirt on.
You have
know what the Big Texan is?
A brewery?
Well, have you ever been through Amarillo?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, when we drive from here to Tennessee, we always stop in Amarillo.
Right.
And there's this restaurant called the Big Texan, and I forget how big. I want to say the steak is like a 72-ounce steak.
Is there
if you can eat it all, you get it free. And you get some other big goodies, but it's like a big old gift shop, and it's wild. It's all Texas. It is Texas to me. To me it is, but
that sounds
I like Amarillo.
Sounds very, very Texas. Hello, Sherry and Margie.
Margie and Natalie. Hello. How's everybody? I think my co-host over here has a little something going on with her computer.
Oh my God. It was like trying to get it to start up. I don't know what happened. And it's been like a week and already with work but now everything is calm. We're all good now. And
today's only Tuesday. That's not good.
Yesterday I worked 2 days. One day. So it was one of those days.
It's been a week for her, but it's been one day.
Already been a week.
One day is a week. In Raquel's world, one day is a week. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I figured out today while I was out looking for more keto stuff? Oh my God. You go broke eating that crap.
Yes.
That I jacked up my knee when we were in the snow the other day. I was like, oof. Can't walk. My knee hurts. Because, when you walk in the snow, you have to walk really carefully because if you slip and bust your ass, like that's it.
You had snow?
We went up north.
Oh, that's right. You went up north. I was like, wait a second. You don't live where you get snow.
Snow's right here in the desert. I saw Margine. I thought I would do this for her.
Oh, that's great. Shucking.
No,
Margine, you guys are hilarious. You are just hilarious when you're your shucking party.
Oh yeah, I got to listen to part of it.
Oh my God, I know.
It's so hard because I can listen to like YouTubes and keep them going while my app is going. But the Instagram, I have to go back and forth. I didn't get to hear much of it.
Yeah, and I don't really I don't know how to. I gotta find you on Facebook, and then when you go on Facebook to go, because I was like, I don't know. You might have to tell me like one of your parties in the future so I can actually come out there, because I would rather be there and drinking and spinning the wheel and all of that stuff than watching it, because it looks like it's a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun.
She says it was way more wild than usual.
I could just I'm guessing with Marie and Kat there. It's probably pretty good. I swear to God, my husband.
What is he doing?
I was telling you, he's always doing stuff behind it. I'm just like,
she was just telling me before we started this live that her husband screws with her while we're live. Apparently,
he stands behind. One day, what I'm really going to do is I'm going to get him when he's when he's doing something really embarrassing, and I'm going to quickly turn the camera around so that we catch him.
Then we'll see the hubby. You better not be naked.
We'll see the hubby.
So I have no nakedness going on around here. Seriously, Margine, she bought the last bag, and then she ended up. I saw that she won the Coach purse. Like, I was like, ooh, Coach. Everybody knows I love me some
Creepy McCreeper or Creepy Creeperton is here.
You know what, Margine? I was literally just texting with my cousin in Michigan right before I came on this live. They apparently had a little situation. Creepy Creeperton.
Creeperton. Right, I love
creepy. What's not creepy? That's weird to say.
Creepy Creeperton.
All right. How many of y'all actually watched this episode? Because I thought, and they just keep getting better as far as I'm concerned. Every episode gets better and better and better. Now, I personally don't have any toys like they had to show you.
Oh my God.
Show and tell. All right. Now,
Hi, Sly.
What's up, Sly?
This store was the best. I have a favorite line, but I'm going to wait for you to go through the pictures because I have a favorite line of like all time.
I have all my phone crap turned up, and that's my cousin texting me right now. They had a flood in their house. Sad. Okay, let's start with. Oh, wait. This is the. Oh, okay. So this is where.
Yeah, this is at the very beginning.
At the very beginning. I'm more afraid if you don't have the surgery. So she's talking to Vanessa saying that she is fearful for her friend, and I understand why.
Yeah, I mean, Tina, and this is sort of also where she was telling her, like, look, you gotta kind of put your shit to the side, and you and Tina need to kind of talk about this. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long it went between they went camping, but it seems like maybe there was a little bit of time that had gone by, and because Megan was like, I need my girls. I need off, we're like, the fearsome foursome.
Are you sure they're not talking about here where she's getting ready to move out, or am I confused? Oh, they're sitting. This is where they're sitting in the gym thing where they're like walking around.
Right. At the very beginning, they kind of covered her and Tina making up, getting surgery, and moving out. It was almost like they set up it's almost like they set it up, like for the whole show.
Entire episode.
Yeah, the entire episode. Hey, SM.
Which I have to say, I would think that was actually pretty smart on TLC. Yeah. So, that's actually a good way to start out all their shows. I think they should. Anyway, I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm feeling a little bad for this situation because, she's got this man who they're engaged and, they're living in someone's house. So I understand that's kind of a, that can be a little bit like uncomfortable. But her biggest issue with them not having a sex life, and she admitted it, y'all, Megan admitted it. I'm not saying anything she didn't say on the show. Right. And she specifically says, I don't feel pretty. And that just breaks my heart because she's so pretty.
She's very pretty.
Inside and out. This is not a beauty thing on even the outside. She's a beautiful woman.
Right.
And she just is the nicest person.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's interesting because they're starting to get into more, like, I get it, like what she's saying. When she was heavier, things were in certain places. She didn't have sagging skin. She had a big stomach, but it was different. Like, things hang differently now. And there have been a lot of people that have had weight loss surgery that their excess skin, where they've actually said, I would have rather had been remained heavy than to have all this excess skin.
And have all that skin, yeah.
Because now they feel like I went through all of this, but my body is still ugly.
Exactly.
And I kind of feel her. I feel what she's talking about when she's talking about how she doesn't feel pretty.
Bless her heart. I know. And I think this might be a situation where, I hope she continues with the therapy because obviously that's something that she's going to need that therapy to help her get through this. She's going to need it.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Your sister had it removed. Had what?
Right, her skin. Remember, Margene said that her sister had.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think they have to wait till she gets down to maybe close to her goal weight before they'll do that. Yes, don't forget to hit.
And in some cases, your insurance doesn't actually cover the skin removal. Some insurance will go and cover for you to have the surgery, but then they look at your skin removal as cosmetic, and they won't cover your skin removal. So
really,
it's really. I know that when I've talked to my insurance about, bariatric surgery, they told me flat out, yes, no, sure, we cover it. All your, you just have to do a copay when you see the doctor. They made it seem like no big deal, but they disclosed to me, however, we don't do any cosmetic surgery. And I was skin removal.
Well, TLC better up their pay then, because she's going to need some money.
Yes. Yeah, she's definitely.
Oh, I thought that this was good. Tina and oh my God, Vanessa. Why do I always skip on Vanessa's name? I thought this was a good thing for them to
Yes.
do, to have the talk, sit down, have their wheatgrass shots, and just discuss, try to put things behind from
Yep.
their little trip. And I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, I yes, and it seemed like it was a little tense at first when because Tina was already there and Vanessa showed up, and
Aww.
it was a little, but you gotta love Vanessa for her personality. She sat right down. She made Tina feel really comfortable. Like, I'm not going to come at you. I said some things. It got out of hand. Let's move past it. She wasn't bitter. She wasn't Tina. I feel like she was on the defense. Like, I am ready for a fight.
Yeah, I think Vanessa is She's just unapologetic. She's herself. She's like, take me as I am, or don't take me at all.
Right.
I feel like that's to me, that's the way she comes across.
Yeah, and Vanessa said a couple of times, like in the past couple of episodes, I just want Tina to loosen up. And she even said it tonight, that when they were sitting there, maybe you can rub off on me and I can rub off on you. So
and you know what? That would be great for both of them, I think.
I know. Mm-hmm.
So then we would have a little bit more modest Vanessa and a little more outgoing Tina.
I still say run in the rain naked, girl. Do it.
Do it. Run in the rain naked. I think that would be an excellent plan. And then we have they are on their way to the adult play store.
Right.
Ooh, what might they find? And who said this? It's clearly Vanessa.
Can you untime out Margine? I think you have to do that.
Wait, what?
It looks like Margine was accidentally timed out. You were not timed out on purpose, Margine.
I don't know how to untime her out.
If you don't know how to untime, I don't know how to untime out even.
No, I think once it's timed out, it's time. Oh crap! Did she message you?
No, hide user, put user, remove. No, okay. So yeah, sorry, Margine.
Yeah, I think even y'all have more power right now than I do. Unless I go into my YouTube.
In 300 seconds, you can come back.
I'm sorry. Who accidentally timed her out? Why can't I see that? That's messed up. The mods, y'all can see more than I can right now.
We can see more than you can. But hi,
Angela. Angel
22.
That does say Angel, right? Angel.
It does. Yeah,
and Sherry. I didn't see Sherry come in.
Yeah, I've seen it in a couple of lives.
See, you can even see right here. You've got Vanessa up here. She's going to show Megan every penis in the shop. Look at Tina's face.
All the penises. She's like, I'm going to show you all of the penises. And
Tina's sitting over there. She's like, Lord, help me. She's praying. She's going, Lord, please don't let me kill her.
Right. She's like, I just can't. And you know what? Good for Tina. She knew she was going to be very uncomfortable. She did it anyway. She's like,
you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations sometimes.
Girls trip to the sex shop.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't doing that anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
It's kind of giving me a little. Wait, is that?
Yeah, that was. Yeah. So Megan was like, yay, let's do it. But she's like, really, it's giving me a little.
Oh, you know what? Because
not comfortable in that situation.
Right. And remember, because also they're out, and I don't understand this. Like, if you go somewhere and they show you something, even though they might have what they call plus size, and I'm using my fingers, like with the whole quotation stuff for like lingerie, I don't think, now I could be wrong. I'm speaking for myself personally. I would not feel comfortable in lingerie right now. Not right now.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my thought. But, everybody, to each his own. Some people are very comfortable in their own skin.
For me, I think it would depend on what it was. Like, I'm not one of those, as long
as it covered up a whole bunch, I'd be okay.
Yeah, I'm not like definitely not like the string up my butt and the garter belts and everything like super tight fitting. I would not feel comfortable. But I mean, there's and when even at the shop, they were like, we have plenty of stuff here that will fit all sizes. We've got plus, you'll be fine. Find something, but it is about like the comfort in your own body.
Right. Wait, Sly, what do you mean 300 minutes? That's like a lot of minutes. You mean seconds?
She means seconds.
Do we know who hit her? Whoever hit her can go in and unhide her. I don't know who did it.
I don't know. We're already past it.
Jeez.
That's all right.
Yeah, I saw a lot more insecurities, I think, on Megan's part in this episode.
Yes, they're definitely starting to come out.
Yeah, and it's, I hate it for her. And I see insecurities in all of them. To be honest, I really think that Vanessa has a lot of insecurities, but her way of dealing with it is by like just laughing at everything and dealing with, just not caring. That's her way of dealing with it. Whereas I see Megan as being, emotional. She's more emotional about it. You know what I mean? Everybody shows their insecurities a different way.
Yeah, I agree with you with Vanessa, but I think she has different insecurities. I think that her insecurities are more family, being alone, that kind of stuff, because she's seems like she's very comfortable in her body. Because if you remember, and I think it was actually on Too Large.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to care about being naked in front of the camera.
She is just like, this is my body. She didn't even want to get surgery. In Too Large, when when Megan was telling her, I'm getting the surgery and you should too, she was like, I'm fine. Why do I want to get surgery? I'm like, she's comfortable in her skin. And she said on this episode that she has slept with more men that she cares to even admit to. That is 100% somebody who is comfortable in their skin.
Absolutely.
She's just like,
absolutely. You know what this picture okay, see how they're all four, like they're walking in, they're going to the, what is this, Chazzy Couples Boutique? Ooh. This looks a little bit like what's the show with all the guys in Vegas?
The show with all the guys in Vegas.
You know what I'm talking about?
Show in Vegas.
Where all the guys go on a Vegas trip and they all end up getting some kind of like roofie and this gave me that kind of a vibe. Hangover. I got a hangover vibe, except with the women, because they're like serious. They're serious. They're going into the couples boutique. You got all four of them. Here they go. They're going for a trip. They're gonna go look at some dildos. They're gonna have fun.
Yeah, they're gonna have a good time. Let's go.
There you go, Margine. Margine's back.
Yeah,
yes, Sherry. Lord have mercy, no. We ain't talking about that girl. I didn't watch this show yet, but I want to. Oh, Rachel, you have to. You have to. Vanessa's like you. Girl.
Yeah,
no, I went to. Oh, no, but I'd love to go to Chippendales.
Yes.
Let's see what they were looking at. Well, here they were talking about. Well, this is what there's insecurities. Where they're talking about it is in their head. Oh, okay, I remember. This was one of the girls saying that they do have to get it inside their head that that they are beautiful, but they just they don't see it themselves. You know what I mean? Everybody else around them sees it, but they don't see it. Personally.
Yeah, and in particular, they were telling Megan, like, we need to work on you and your voices in your head.
Yeah.
The things that you tell yourself is not, and it's true. It's absolutely true that if you are going to continually tell yourself that you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, you're not good enough, you believe it. You absolutely believe that when you tell yourself that.
You know what, though? And you look at this picture right here. All these women are very supportive of each other. This is a good group of friends.
Right.
I like them. I really do.
Margine's, I am so glad, Margine, that we were the ones that got to pop your timeout cherry.
And Margine, I never know who did it. It's probably by accident, I'm sure. Oh, I found this really funny. Tina says, if she was going to go somewhere, she'd rather go to Italy, New York City, Montana. I think she's saying pretty much anywhere.
Here.
Not so much. That's not where she wants to go, y'all. She wants to go somewhere worthwhile.
And you know what I thought was also funny too is I was like, could you think maybe something more local that they could actually make that happen? Like I don't like I want to go to the grocery store. I'd like to go to that other boutique that has plus size clothes. Not, now I'd like to go to Italy, Montana. These are all the places
I'm popping cherries all the time, Margene. Let me tell you, it happens to me all the time. Folks that won't go live will go live with me. It's weird. I've been popping cherries for 2 years. I like it. It's cherries. Speaking of popping cherries, what do we got here? Oh, and Vanessa. So would you like to see our 15-inch dark rider right there? Look at her face.
She's like, yes, I would.
This girl is like, that is what is here. I'm here for this. She goes, I'm in heaven right now. I am in heaven. I mean, Vanessa's face says it all.
She lit up like a Christmas tree.
I saw it too, and I was like, oh, damn, girl.
15. Give me the 15-inch dark rider. I like how she had there was another one in a box before the 15-incher came out, and she looked at it and she's like, oh, this is only 6 inches.
Yeah, that's not enough for her.
And Tina was sitting in the corner with a pillow over her head. Now that's a box. That is a box.
Yep, that is a box. And woo!
Oh my God! It was like, oh, give me the 15-inch.
Thank God my kid only watched the last half of this one. I really was I'm not uncomfortable with that. We can talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh my God! And it was hilarious. Like poor Tina, she's like, you can't even like. I'm not standing here in the butt plug
She's
section.
standing over by the books, and she was like, "Damn, I usually like books,
not these books." But anything is better than being in the butt plug section. Anything is better. I won't do anything to be in the butt plug section.
Did you see where Victoria? I mean, I'm sorry. Why do I keep thinking? I've got the name Victoria stuck with where Vanessa is trying to explain when they first went in, and Megan asked about the. I think they were anal beads. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah, they were anal beads.
And apparently Vanessa went into a really long, drawn out explanation, which they had to bleep 99% of. And God, did you see Tina? She's just like, that's it. I'm out.
I gotta walk away. And then Vanessa goes, yeah, maybe I need to stop explaining. You're going into such details.
Bless her heart. Yes, she did say that. I remember that now.
I was like, I want to hear the details. That's what I'm really watching this show for. Come on,
I tell you what really made me laugh. Wait till you see this next still shot.
Oh my God. Yes.
It sounds like the best shot or what? Her face.
Oh, I think John would really like that. Vanessa's like, she's going to be saying, John who? I don't even need John anymore.
John, wait, you mean there's a man in my life? Because I forgot all about him.
That's Bob, her battery operated boyfriend. Bob.
There you go. Do as you wish with it. Hey, you know what? Guess what? It won't refuse to pay for your dinner. It won't argue with you. I mean, there's so many, pros to that. Right. Rather than cons. Look at Ashley over there. She's checking out something too. Check her out. I just not noticed that.
Like, okay, I see this. But Ashley, I felt like was the only one who was just kind of like even in her being at the sex store. She wasn't like Vanessa, who was like so excited, like she was a kid in a candy store. Disgusted like Tina, who had to walk away,
or shocked like Megan,
right? And Megan, who was like, "That goes up your butt." I feel like Ashley has had her time around the toy store before, and she was just like, "I'm just gonna sit here and shake my head a lot and go, yep,
These ladies crack me the hell out. They're funny. I like all of them though, and all of them have different personalities. That's what I really like. This was fun though. I thought this was fun, and it was actually to me this whole episode was really good. I liked it. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. This is separate because remember this is where they go in to work out. It looks like it jacked with my pictures. Hold on, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, do you have any more sex shop pictures?
No, I just got those. And
So
then
let me just tell you my favorite thing that was said in tonight's episode. When they went to go pay, they all had their bag and they're bagging everything up and they're going to hand it over. And Vanessa looks at all of them and she said, y'all aren't going to hear from me for a couple of days.
Oh, yes, she did. I remember her saying that.
Don't bother calling me because I'm going to be having some fun.
For the next 2 weeks because I ain't going to answer.
We having fun. And I was like, oh my God. The girl's face behind the counter was just like, oh, Jesus. I can't believe she said that.
I don't think the girl working there has probably seen and heard it all, I'm sure. Just so y'all know, speaking of which, follow Vanessa. Vanessa goes live every night, every Monday after their episode. They all four go live on Instagram. They go live on it. Now I don't think I've seen Megan do this. I think it's always been Vanessa. I could be wrong. I will message her and see. But I know for a fact that they all four go live after the show on Monday. So follow the girls. The only two I've been able to find so far are Vanessa and Megan. I don't know the other two.
Oh, I have Tina. I found Tina.
You have Tina? Okay, send that one to me, please.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's very active or not. I'm not sure. But I can tell you that Megan and Vanessa are pretty active on Instagram, and they're really fun to watch after the show because they tell you stuff that you don't see on that episode. I saw that last night.
I did. I was watching some of it last night.
I was like, I hadn't even watched it yet. So, because I got in late last night and I was like, that's kind of interesting that they tell how much, because they watch the show and then they tell us, well, hey, this happened and that happened. And so they tell you things that we don't get to see. So if y'all really want to see some good stuff, go follow her. And be sure to hit the notification button for her because she does go live. And it's pretty interesting to see.
Yep, it was.
They decided to go work out.
Okay, this is really. I do not know where this workout place is.
I ain't going there.
And I am the opposite. I'm like, I need to go there. No. I need somebody yelling at me. You can do one more. You could do this, because if you go, okay, well, if you're tired, go ahead and sit down. I'm going to be tired like every 5 minutes and being like, I can see both sides, but I'll be honest. I was with Tina.
Yeah, I was with Tina on this one because we'll go into that in a minute. They start exercising. They've got, these things look, I've seen these before. The cables.
That
looks hard. That looks really hard to me. I think that would be hard, but maybe it's not as hard.
It is very hard.
Is it? Okay.
Hard.
I was afraid of that. But you know what? These girls busted some ass. I mean, they really did. Now
they did more than I would.
Sorry, Megan, for that screenshot because I do send her this, y'all, so she does watch. I tried to get really good ones, but I thought that they were doing excellent. I mean, look at this. That's something different. My bad.
Yep.
We got look at Vanessa. I love how she's always smiling. Like she doesn't care what she's doing. She's always smiling.
And let me tell you, I checked out her legs again this week, and I was like, she has got good legs.
She does.
She's got good legs. I'm
with Megan on that. I'm kind of mad about it.
Yep.
Like why? It's not fair.
Vanessa was working hard. They all were working. They were working really hard. And I'll be honest,
Vanessa actually, I think actually, to be honest, all of them do really well.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Because I know that extra weight does put a lot of strain on your body and your back and your legs and everything.
Right.
And my personal opinion is I thought that they were doing really good. But look at Ashley. Ashley here is getting she's getting it.
Well, and I think so. It sounds like what I kind of gathered from this gym is that this is one of those gyms that if you think that you can do 10, we're going to make you do 15 because we know that if we push you to 15, you're going to get to 15. And
well, the thing that shocked me was the guy that walked in and with the drums and the
Oh my God. He had like what? A sword?
The barbarian, it's called barbarian something workout, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, he had a sword. And he was like, you will give me 10 more. And I was like, I almost felt like getting up off my couch and doing 10 just because
It actually
like,
says
oh,
that shit came out of nowhere, and I was with her.
Well, because they were doing the warm up and it was all like, and breathe and stretch and put your arms up
All of a sudden,
and bring your arms down. And then all of a sudden the drum starts and this guy was like, is this a joke? This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke. And nope, out they came and it's the sword and the drum and they put everything down and they're like, we're going to work your asses today. And they were like, and Tina was like, this is not what I signed up for. Not at all.
I don't think I could do it.
I was like, where is this gym? I need this gym in my life.
I'm whining after like a little bit of day, like a day in the snow. So what does that tell you?
Right, exactly. And I need somebody to yell in my face and be like, you can do it.
Well, I don't even think I got pictures of the guys. Let's see.
Well, yeah, they are, but they're blurry. But
yeah, they're a little blurry. I lost my license. Work. What's she talking about? I must have. Sometimes I get screenshots and I don't fully know what they're talking about.
But she was moving the tire, that's for sure. She really was. Yep, moving that tire.
You know, and that actually looks like really good exercise. And then I think this is the one. Here she goes again. There she is with the cables. Look at her though. She's always like,
oh, I'm not a good driver. I lost my license. You had just
That's what it was. That's what it was. Wait, did she really? So is that Megan saying that?
I guess so. I don't think I've ever seen Megan drive. It's always somebody else driving. She does not.
Shit. Now I'm gonna have to message her and be like, Megan, did you look at your license, honey? I need to know.
Need to
know. You know what, Margene? I bet that was some funny shit too. She's talking about the sex. That's from the sex shop. I would have loved to have been there with that.
I feel like if I were around Vanessa, that I would probably have to go and run to the bathroom because I was nearly peeing myself all the time.
I think
her sense of like just that smart ass sense of humor.
I don't know anything about a smart ass.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this. Oh, I really felt for Tina right here where she said, I'm going to have to leave.
She was so uncomfortable.
She was uncomfortable, and it wasn't just the workout. It was the yelling, and I get that.
Yes.
And the first thing I said, because I was sitting there with my kiddo, I said, I bet she's had some trauma as a child, or at least at some point in her life. Right. Because otherwise, I don't think that kind of stuff really would affect somebody that much, unless they have been through a situation where they have been yelled at, screamed at, or something. I don't know her situation, so I'm only speculating.
Right.
I know for me, the way that I was talked to by my ex, I would not be cool with that. I wouldn't be all right with that.
And I also think that it's also the reverse. Tina's a very quiet person. She could have also been raised in a very quiet household. Maybe her house don't have yelling and it's not loud. And, you know, maybe they're very quiet and reserved. So being put in a situation where
very much out of her league. I don't know.
They were all yelling. They were all yelling. Like they were all of them were yelling. Both those guys were yelling all the time. So exactly. You're gonna just keep
So are y'all telling me that if I hang out with y'all in real life, I need to wear a diaper? Is that what's going on right now?
Yep. Get your little poise pads on. Get ready.
Oh, I love how they're like, I'm just gonna go over here and sit and watch for a minute because this is getting to be a bit much. Did you notice though?
It's a lot.
Sorry, go ahead. Whoop.
It's a lot. No, I was agreeing with you. It's a lot. Yeah.
No, it is a lot.
It's a lot.
I really respected, like when Tina had that moment where she's just like, I can't, and went into the bathroom. I have to say, Megan has to be one of the most supportive friends I think I've ever seen in my life. She didn't question, didn't judge.
Nope.
Just said, I'm here for you. What can I do for you? Kind of situation.
Right.
And, you know, just let her talk it out or whatever she needed to do. work it out herself. And then
Yep.
she went back out, and maybe they probably said something like, hey, can we drop that part now? Because, the act is over with. You're a barbarian. We get it. You're tough. But how about you don't yell in my face? Because, I don't like men yelling in my face either. Or women.
And she definitely had said, like, even at the very beginning when they were yelling, she's like, I don't think I'm going to like this. Yeah. I don't really think that I'm going to be able to make it through. So, you are still a client. And if you need to bring it down a little bit, you need to bring it down. And maybe the show is like, take a breath.
And Vanessa was going, I don't care what they tell me to do. Have you seen these men? I will do whatever they tell me.
Whatever they want.
I don't care what it is.
She's like, I'm going to put away the 15-incher Dark Knight for a little bit because I got these guys
Maybe
here.
There was a 15-inch right in front of her. I don't know. Anything's possible.
Oh my
God. I doubt it. Of course, men like to elaborate. They like to really, really stretch things when it comes to the size of their manhood.
15 inches right here.
All the things for us to have a conversation about on our little road trip on the weekend, that came up. I was like, how much actual snow did they get up there? And he goes, her dad's like, oh, like a foot of snow. And so does that mean 6 inches or an actual foot? So, and
when you say a foot,
is it this kind of foot or an actual foot? And here my 14-year-old is like, why do men always exaggerate that? And I thought, she said boys, because, she's 14. And I'm like, why are you having that conversation?
Why do you even know that they're
because I'm not talking about that in particular. She goes, just things in general.
Just in general.
Just boys in general just love to make things seem much bigger than they really are. It doesn't matter what they're talking about. I'm like, okay, I got you. Yes, for a minute I was like, whew.
You're like, we're gonna be having a whole different type of talk on the way home.
Our next counseling session is about to get real. Thank you, Angel. I know I went all out with the makeup.
You did. It looks beautiful.
I did.
You look so good.
It could be a filter.
Or it could be a filter.
It could be getting fooled. I think you are. Oh. This was funny. This was funny because when the guys walked out, she just leaned over and was like,
and she's like, oh yeah.
She's like, oh, go ahead and spank my butt. I have no
problem. I think she thought she was going to get a booty spank, but he was actually banging on the drum.
I tell you, it's funny how interesting, how much, and I get it, but Megan's personality, like sometimes you catch a little bit of Vanessa in her. You see it?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's a really good friendship for her to have because because I feel like Vanessa, like with the Tina situation, she is actually bringing out parts in Vanessa that aren't there.
Right.
Having the self-confidence, even though, they're all large women. Vanessa is, like you said, and we've both said, is comfortable. She's comfortable in her skin.
Yes.
Now, does she want to lose weight and be healthy? Absolutely. But that girl will strip down naked in front of the whole damn production crew, does not care, gives no Fs. She doesn't care.
None.
And I hope to see where some of that is rubbing off a little bit on Megan, unless Megan's just kind of like that and it brings it out,
I hope that we get to find out like a year from now that she ended up having sex with like 2 or 3 crew members. Give me that story, Vanessa. Give me that tea. Give me the tea.
Trust me, if that happens, sorry, Vanessa, but I'm going to have to share that.
I want to know about all that. That's the conversation I want to have with Vanessa.
There's the tea we want. Thank you, Margine.
Were there any 15 inches on the crew, Vanessa? Let us know.
We want to know. Okay, this is me. I'm anxious on a good day.
Anxious on a good day.
Tina,
hi, Julie.
Right there. What in the hell is wrong with me? Right there, I understood her probably more than any other point of the whole entire show. Was I'm anxious on a good day. Hey, Julie.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm the same way.
Yes.
So it would take a lot. I have a lot of just respect for these girls because they're going on a TV show. TLC is a big, it's a big channel. A lot of people watch it. And they're putting themselves out there when they don't have to.
I agree.
Nobody's making them. And, people are going to say things about their weight and whatnot. Look at what people do to Tammy on 1,000 Pound Sisters.
Yeah.
Granted, hers is a bit different situation. She's the BBW situation.
Right.
And I don't think I don't know if she's doing better. Last I heard she was. But, you're putting yourself out there for all of these potential negative comments or people to say, hateful things towards you and stuff like that. And I hope that's not happening.
Right.
I really hope it's not happening because I think this group of women they're all really, really kind in their own way.
I'm sure that it is, but I
hope not.
I would probably take what Vanessa would say in a situation like that. Say whatever you want because I'm getting paid. That's it. Because that's what I would say.
I'm getting
you go ahead and throw whatever you want to throw at me. I'm getting paid. I don't care.
Yep. I agree. Oops, sorry. I am like having a night tonight, aren't I?
A night tonight.
It's been one of those days for me. Like I can't even talk straight today. I've been 1 week on keto, y'all. I am 1 week today. 7 days on keto. And
you got the keto fog.
I'm in big time. Like all of a sudden my brain is just like
keto fog.
Y'all know what I had for dinner though? I had some baked salmon with butter, lemon, and herbs and green beans.
Right. Yeah. Hello, Richard Trent. How are you? Yeah, you know what? So
hello.
So Richard Trent, we had actually, so my opinion at the very beginning was, yes, I felt like Vanessa and Tammy, I felt like Vanessa was going to be the Tammy of 1,000 Pound Best Friends.
I thought the same.
And boy, was I wrong. Just really.
No, because they are complete opposites.
Complete opposites.
Tammy is withdrawn and doesn't really speak about anything, and Vanessa talks about everything. And I love it. Yeah. I love it.
She doesn't make the excuses for eating. She doesn't get mad when she doesn't get her way, when she wants to eat something. She doesn't. You can definitely, where Tammy is, everybody needs to cater to me because I am, I'm immobile most of the time and stuff like that. And I feel like, Vanessa's like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be like that, but she is 100% not, in my opinion, at this point.
Well, she proved us wrong real fast, didn't she?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
I'm glad. I'm really glad.
Yes.
Because I like her. Okay, this is interesting. I did not realize that Vanessa hustles a little bit on the side where she goes and buys items from Goodwill or low cost items, and then she resells them, which good for her.
Yep.
Because that actually takes a lot of time and effort to go and find these items, whereas some people just don't have the time.
Yes. Yes. She's a reseller.
Yeah. I like that. I didn't know that about her until tonight. I'm like,
yeah. No, MTT.
MTT, what's up?
She's in the bushes. MTT's like I'm in the bushes tonight.
Playing on mute.
She's in the bushes. MTT's in the bushes. Yeah,
us.
And good for her. I follow a lot of creators on TikTok where it's like flea market finds. And wow, there is really a huge resale market for stuff, vintage items. It doesn't necessarily have to just be vintage, but, jeans. You go to the Goodwill and you find a pair of Levi's jeans, you pay $10 for it, you turn around, you put it on eBay and you sold them for $50. It sounds like
I did not realize until a couple of years ago how, expensive some of these Levi's jeans can be.
Oh, yeah, they are.
There's like all these different things you have to look for. I was like, they're just Levi's. They're no. There's like a whole big.
It's a certain patch and a serial number, and and she
and the way that they're stitched, and I was like, what?
And I was surprised because she was like, you see these 3 dresses here? They're like, I don't know. It was like $20 or $16 for 3. And she's like,
got 12 for 3, I think.
Right. And then she's like, I can turn around. I can sell these for $20 a piece. And I was like,
smart woman.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the idea.
I see the wheels turning over here in this one.
You know, I love a good deal. I have so my husband and I, we go to like Goodwill and stuff like that because I like the older, but you know, there's because we were, it's not that I'm going to say anything that's not that people don't know, but you know, we lived in New York. My husband's from New York. When we came here to DC, we brought a lot of like New York with us. So we're always looking for New York canvases, New York pictures. We're always looking, especially for the Twin Towers. That's very close to us.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And 9/11. So we're always but you can't find anything that has the Twin Towers anymore. So you have to kind of go to the flea markets and you have to go to the thrift stores
to try older items. They have to be at least 20 something years or older, obviously, if they have the Twin Towers on them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and you know, that's I never thought about that.
Yes. Yeah. We found it. I have found a lot of really nice pieces of,
you know, what's interesting is my 14-year-old loves Goodwill. Loves it.
It's the kids that love it. They love the resale stores.
I mean, the hell with taking her to like Kohl's and shopping and buying like brand new stuff. Nah, I'd just rather go to. I'm like, are you serious?
And it's funny too because there's a lot of very high end brands that, like Goodwill, they don't know that they're very high end. I know that Goodwill is definitely up their game. They definitely go online now. They definitely look.
Right.
They're looking for like the Coaches and the Michael Korses and things like that. There's a lot of other brands that are out there. Before Tory Burch was like this big thing out, you know, where everybody wanted Tory Burch. I have found a pair of Tory Burch shoes at Goodwill, nearly shit myself because it was like $5. I was like, these are like a $700 pair of shoes. And I was like, you know, and there was one of those pairs where it was like, oh, they're an 8 and I'm an 8.5. Oh, now be an 8.
You're gonna be like Cinderella. You're gonna squeeze your feet.
I've worn those things.
Whatever little bit it takes, you're gonna squeeze your feet in those shoes.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll tell you another place too, and I don't know if a lot of people know this or not. My mom brought it to my attention. Salvation Army.
Yes.
She said she has found actual like amazing furniture at Salvation Army that she could buy for so cheap, and she could have easily turned around and flipped it and made a profit. I'm like, wow, I had no idea. I didn't. I guess I need to be going.
Yeah, my husband, he loves sneakers. He's a sneakerhead, so he's always going looking.
I've never heard of Macy's Basement before. SM.
Yeah, they don't have there's not a lot of them, but we have like Saks, like off the rack and stuff like that. That's here. I haven't seen a Macy's Basement in like.
I think we have a Saks off the rack.
Right. Also, yes. Richard,
their stuff is not a good deal.
Did you remember when Champions was like the coolest thing ever? And then they ended up because Walmart kills every brand. Do not if you're like Ocean Pacific. That was like the biggest thing on the East Coast.
I remember Ocean Pacific.
OP was the shit in the 80s.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden,
Ocean Pacific bathing suit.
Yep.
Size 0.
Yes. And then Walmart started selling them, and then nobody wanted to wear it. And I'm
pretty sure that bathing suit cost me, even back then, which I don't want to tell how long ago that was, a long time ago, $30 or $40, which back then was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Anybody remember Jordache jeans and how
I do remember Jordache jeans.
Your ass look?
Yes, I had a pair of Jordache jeans. I did. I definitely did. Yeah, So Macy's Basement is now online. They used to have an actual flag store, and it was in New York for a while. You could go in DC, downtown DC. They had a Macy's Basement. When the old Macy's was the Macy's building, there was an old Macy's basement where you could go, and that was sort of like, this is also before they had the clearance and the outlets and that was like sort of like their outlet store. So
we know what I found kind of cool.
Back to the show.
You know what I found pretty cool is that look, she takes the kids with her to help her out.
Yeah. These kids, you know,
I was like, what are they doing in this? Like, look what looks to be like a secondhand shop, and boom, then she starts telling that that's exactly what she's doing. Right. She said, and then she also says, I'm getting my stuff and I'm moving out. And boy, did I get happy. I mean, no offense to her sister, none whatsoever. I just think that it's going to be the best thing for her.
Yes. Thank you. I am so glad that she moved out. I agree with you, Susie. I think this is probably the best thing, not only for weight loss, but when you are in one of those codependent relationships, you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's what's really going on here.
Right.
Nothing comes between you and your Jordache.
Yes.
See, people get it. They understand. They know. I could never get those things on now. But here she is. She's got her truck, her little van, and she is moving out.
Yes.
And I couldn't
figure out, is this, did she rent this? Because this is like a minivan. So she rented
a minivan. It's a full-size van because look, there's her, and then there's there's 3 rows of seats, which is not I guess minivans do. But this is
definitely a cargo van. This is a cargo van, but I was like, well, she has a minivan, which kind of surprised me that she wasn't just because the boxes that she had, I felt like that could have fit in the minivan.
I don't think so. She had quite a few and they were big.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that she thought, if she had to like stack them or whatever, she probably wouldn't be able to do that in her minivan. And then we have oh, okay. Yeah. This is where they're talking on the way there. And Megan's kind of like, I want to go there. I want to help her out. I want her to get in her new place and whatnot. And Vanessa's trying to explain. She said, I had to explain to my sister, this is not it's not Megan's fault.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's Megan's fault either. Do I think that she supported her in this? Absolutely. And do I think she should have? Absolutely. But I don't think she pushed her to do anything.
No, and earlier in this episode, they were talking about, she had said, my sister Jackie 100% blames you. And it all goes back to that time that they met in the restaurant, and Megan was like, I'm getting the surgery, and then planted the seed. And Megan has had, it sounds like to me from the show is that Megan has been telling her for a very long time, your relationship with your sister is codependent. You've got to move. And I agree, Angel. I also thought,
I wondered the same thing myself.
And I kind of feel like it might be because of something else that Jackie said. And I don't know if you caught that on your pictures when she was leaving. Now I have to do this all by myself. Now this is all on me. And I was like, oh, I wonder if, well, obviously 100%, we know that Vanessa would have been contributing at least half of the bills. So it is big for her to leave. Now her sister has to take and has to pay for everything. And I'm just wondering if her sister's like, shit, you've kind of now put me in a spot because
you gave her quite a bit of she gave her enough notice. I think.
Right.
I could be wrong, but if you remember too, and Vanessa said it many times, I've never lived without my sister ever. So this is going to be a whole new chapter for everybody involved.
Yes.
And I do think that the sister has some. Okay, see, this made me mad because if you look up at the top, it said, I guess you won.
Yep, I guess you won, Megan.
It's like raising hell with Megan going, I guess you won. And I don't think Jackie gets it. That's not the only person winning here. And Megan trying to explain this to her is that, look, if she continues to live here in this situation, she'll die.
Yes.
And then the sister's like, yeah, but if she leaves me, she'll die. I think the sister has some concerns about the surgery, to be honest. I don't think she's completely heartless. I'm not getting that.
Right.
I'm getting that she is angry because she's not going to have this person around that she's used to having around on the daily. And besides that, she maybe is a little worried that she's going to have this surgery and something might happen to her.
But the thing is, this is what I don't understand about their relationship. And hopefully, I hope that in the next coming episodes, we'll hear a little bit more about it. If I lived with either one of my sisters and I was morbidly obese and I said to them, I need to get healthy. My sisters, either one of them, would do everything they could to support me in trying to get, and it doesn't matter how many times I would have failed. I could be on diets a month and then fall off the wagon and then diet again for 6 months and fall off the wagon. And every single time my sisters, and they have in the past, like when I've dieted, they said like, whatever you need, we're not bringing in the bad food. We're not, it's they're supportive.
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is one of those 600-pound life with the husband and the wife or the boyfriend and the girlfriend, where they have this need to have to take care of someone.
Yep.
And
that's my thoughts. Exactly.
Yeah. And if you keep them heavy and they can't go anywhere, you get to take care of them.
Exactly.
And it's so selfish, but that, and I kind of get though with like a relationship.
I get both ways. However, I feel like she does tend to try and sabotage her diet. And
100%.
She cannot have that in her life while trying to eat healthy, be healthy. And to be honest, I think it'll do them both some good to separate.
Yeah.
Have her own place, and then the sister has her own place.
Absolutely.
I think they're both going to find that they're going to be much healthier mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Yes.
I
think that she kept her fat to have it so that she wouldn't leave. And then
I worry that you're right. Because who brings in a whole boatload of like fast food and donuts and all that shit after she just said, I can't eat all that stuff?
She's like, you're killing me. She said to you, Jackie, you are killing me.
Killing me. Yeah.
And Jackie was like,
I know the feeling, because do you know how hard it was for me? I was right down the street from where the custard was today. Right? I could have 1 mile. 1 mile.
We've gotten through a week. I'm not going to get the custard. Right? You're like, I've gotten through a week.
I looked at my kid and I'm like, I really want just a little bit of that chocolate.
Just and you got like the sample spoon. If it really came down to it, where you were like, I must have custard.
No, you know what I did? I actually went to Sprouts and I was looking up while she was at her appointment. I was looking up things for keto that I could buy at Sprouts, and I actually found some pretty good stuff. And
good.
I'll have to share it. We'll have to do some sharing of the keto food at some point. You know what? You're right, Minnie.
Yes, Minnie.
You're right.
That is a really good point. I think that her son's health scared her straight, so to speak. I don't,
watching him struggle so hard, that scared her.
Yes.
And then to take him to the doctor's office and see how much he weighed, she was like, whoa.
She's like, I got to do that. I think that's
when she got serious and went, this has to stop.
And I feel bad too, because like when it comes to Jackie, if don't sabotage. Not only are you sabotaging your sister, but you have also sabotaged your nephew. And screw you. I don't care. I want you to be fat. I want to keep you here. But then think of like the nephew and be like, that was something that I couldn't understand, because I'm sure that Vanessa had came home and said, oh my God, he weighs almost as much as I do. I weigh
more. He weighs more than her.
20 pounds more than I do.
At 18.
And he's 18. We have to do something. And for that not to snap into Jackie's head of, I need to do this for my nephew. Like, I need to do this not only for
I don't think she's thinking of it that way, because she's a thin person. She can eat whatever and it doesn't affect her.
Right.
I've been there.
Right.
I didn't fully understand
Mhm.
what my heavier friend was completely going through. Did I know she was struggling? Yeah. But
Right.
I didn't fully know, because I was never in that position. Just like she's never been in that position. So she doesn't know.
Right.
But you have to be able by the time you're that age, though, you're older and you understand.
You understand health and nutrition at that age.
You know that this is not good.
I would also be curious to know, and again, this would probably be one of those questions on if Vanessa came onto the show, because I'm sure they're not going to cover that. But like, I guess my question also is, when Jackie would bring this food into the house, is she just one of those people that has like the magic metabolism and can eat 6 donuts and not gain a pound? Or would she bring in the donuts and then she would go off into the kitchen and have a banana and a cup of coffee and watch her sister eat? So, I mean, that is like a big burning question that I have for her.
Did you notice, though? Look what Minnie just said. And he went right for the food. Her child is thin. She's right.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, her child's not heavy.
That is true. Yeah.
Interesting point. Very good point, Minnie. I didn't even think of that.
Yes, these are the wandering questions that we're going to have, unless we can.
So I already knew before I even watched the episode, because I got a message. She goes, "We're going to the beach next week," and I was like, "Oh my God, I love the beach." So for those of you who aren't watching, man, you're missing out, because it's a good show. I think there's there's women empowerment. There's, these women going through weight loss journeys, which I guarantee you a lot of us are. Maybe not all of us, but a lot of us are, especially since pandemic. Come on. What did everybody do except for eat?
Not only do I think not only do I think that look at it as woman empowerment, not only do I look at this show as weight loss journey and like showing the struggles and hoping that people that sort of fat shame will understand more about the psyche and this, like the psychological and what they go through. But I also have to say too, is that there is a huge plus size movement that's out there that is all about loving your body, loving yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, no matter if you're losing weight or you're gaining weight or you're happy where you are with your weight. I also feel like this also touches on that, because I feel like that is Vanessa. Even though Vanessa is losing weight, Vanessa has always been like, I am happy where I am. I am plus size. I'm a large woman. Fuck all of you if you don't like it. I'm going to run naked in the rain,
Exactly. I'm going to run naked in the rain. And if you don't like it, tough shit.
Right. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they don't like that movement. They don't like that, the reality is, unfortunately, people, that's where our country is at. I mean, I think that we're at a 50% obesity rate. Because when you look at this, when you look at that, you should be between this weight and this weight. A lot of people are morbidly obese, but they're healthy and they're active and they're fine and they don't have any medical conditions related to it.
Right.
So
I've seen that too. I've seen where you have people who are, within the correct BMI. They work out every day. They eat healthy. Boom. They just die of a heart attack.
Yep.
Like, no reason.
No reason.
No explanation. Because they're healthy. They've done it all right. So if you want to eat, if you want to enjoy life and splurge a little bit, why not? But they're going the right way. They're all going down at this point, losing
and they're
weight.
doing it together.
They're doing it together. And let me tell you something. If I had 3 really close friends, like, come on, you can do it. That support system, I would be. Well, I'm already doing it without the support system.
Right.
Because when I went to Sprouts today, the guy goes, "How are you doing?" I go, "Well, I think I'm about to faint." But other than that, he goes, "Do I need to get you a chair?" I'm like, "No, I'm doing keto." And he was like, "Oh," he goes, "That's kind of rough." And I'm like, "Well, for the first week. After that, you get used to it.
Right.
You get used to no food, no sugar.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing. Just nothing." I'm just kidding. All right, we're going to.
He's like, "Can you just put a piece of bread in my mouth? I'll feel so."
Give me some chocolate cake, damn it!
Just give me
with chocolate icing. Oh,
Please just give me some Coke or just some custard.
I have these little dot things. They're like, there's some peanut butter ones and some chocolate ones, and they're like little keto dough bites. And I thought, oh, they're gonna taste like crap. They're really kind of good.
They actually sound good.
They're really good. I was impressed. They had to be refrigerated, but they're really, really good.
So I want to show you something though before you leave, because we're gonna have to do it.
What? You got a package? Yes. Wow, that was fast.
I don't know if we want to do it today or if you want to wait for a Wacky Wednesday, but I have a feeling these are the bangs.
You know what? I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like there's been like some things going on within the community. I'll just say that have been like bringing people a little bit down. So how about, we should do a skit.
I have this. Actually, I have 2 other wish packages that came that we could.
Yes, Minnie. I know all about keto bombs, and I like some and dislike others. Like some of them have way too much fat. I can't. My body can't. But these are like little tiny ones, and they're really good. So, okay, you want to explain to people why your name says instead of Raquel, my hubby is so weird? Or
yeah. So for the late, it is because my hubby, while I am live, he likes to go behind the camera and do all kinds of weird stuff to try to get my attention and to make me laugh and. But
that's a good hobby, though. I like that.
So what he said is that he goes upstairs and he waits for us to go live.
Okay.
And then when we go live, he goes, "Oh, she's live. Let me come up with whatever." Because when I tell him during the day, I go, "Oh, Susie and I are going live tonight." He'll be like, "Excellent." So my hubby is so weird.
That is so damn cute, though. I like that. It sounds like y'all have a good relationship. So that's awesome. All right, ladies. So I think, let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet tomorrow, but I will figure it out. It'll be fun.
Yes, let's do something.
Drama.
No drama.
No drama. And Raquel and I have to get together and figure this out, but a skit is coming really soon.
You've been saying that for months.
I know. Like every freaking live, we're like, gonna do a skit soon.
It's coming soon.
If I don't wear my damn big old wig that I bought, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna get in here like by myself and be like, yo.
That's gonna be the time that you're gonna see this.
And then you know what I do to her? I'll just be like, whatever.
You brought me up too fast. I was trying to find something. What up?
Oh my God. All right, girls and guys, everybody, have a wonderful night. We'll be back soon because good stuff is coming back on TV. Woo! I can't wait.
Yes.
Right, calling out Stan.
Calling out Stan the Man.
Stan the Man. Who's going to join Stan the Man? You never know.
Man. Calling out
Stan the Man. It could be like the next Marilyn Monroe. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. Peace out. Love y'all. Don't forget to hit the like.